Alright, we're back with day 2 of Core Set 2020 Spoilers, and we're going to do rapid fire round this time. Alright, we got 3 white that looks like a raft to me. Let's see. Planar Cleansing, 3 white, destroy all non-land permanents. This is an awesome card. I'm pretty excited to see it, especially in an era where planeswalkers are everywhere. This will be pretty fun. Or not fun. I think this is like the double strike card. 1/1 and double strike until end of turn. This card is pretty swingy. Sometimes it can really win you the game. Sometimes it barely does anything. Hydra, Ravenous Hydra, XGG enters with X11 counters. When it enters the battlefield, choose one of the following: double the 1/1 counters, or it may fight target creature you don't control. Huh. That's really interesting card design. I would think that you'd almost always want to double the number of 1/1 counters, but I'm sure there's times where you need to kill some little synergistic piece of their puzzle, and this fight would be better. Okay. Let's keep it moving. We're going lightning round today. Blight Beetle. 1 and a black for a 1/1 protection from green. Creatures your opponents control can't have 1/1 counters put on them. Okay, very interesting counter to the counters deck. But more importantly, a 1/1 with protection from green. I guess we're getting back to colors matter and protection from certain colors. I thought they were going away with that. I remember them saying, like, we're gonna... I think when they started like doing hexproof and stuff like that, they stopped doing protection from colors because it was too hard to understand. But I guess they're in for it today. Is this new Goblin Grenade? I hope so. Let's find out. Reckless Airstrike. Deal 3 damage to target creature with flying or destroy target artifact. Excellent sideboard card. Excellent art. You destroy that seagull. Good job, Goblin. Oh, this is the Bird Flinger, I think. Oh, Goblin Bird Gripper. 1R, it gains flying till end of turn if you pay a red, but only if you control a creature with flying, and it's a 2/1 for 2, so not bad. This is another is this Skirk Prospector? Demolishing Digger, a new card, 2R. For a 3/2. 3 and a tap, sacrifice a land or artifact to draw a card. Well, that's one way to deal with Flood, I guess. Could be good in limited. Ember Hauler is red for a 2/2, and you pay 1, sacrifice Ember Hauler, it deals 2 damage to any target. This card, maybe you don't realize it just looking at it, but it plays out very, very well. Okay, I swear we looked at this card yesterday. This is the Cleric. Yeah, Bishop of the Exalted. Whenever an angel enters the battlefield under your control, gain 4 life. Whenever an angel you control dies, create a 1/1 spirit with flying. Okay, could be cool. You know, I don't know how many angels there are going to be that this makes it worth it, but we'll see. Rite of Law. Each player can't cast more than 1 spell each turn. Death to the Storm players. Death to the Storm players. I like it. That's pretty cool. Alright. Starfield Mystic. 1 and a white for a 2/2. Okay, we're getting a lot of these. This must be a cycle. Rare 2/2s. Enchantment spells cost 1 less to cast. Whenever an enchantment you control is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, put a 1/1 counter on Starfield Mystic. This is okay. This is very clearly like Theros themed. I don't think there's going to be an enchantment deck in M20. Flood of Tears. 4 blue, return all land permanents to their owner's hand. If you return 4 or more non-token permanents you control this way, you may put a permanent card from your hand onto the battlefield. Whoa! This card, it may seem okay. Just take my word for it. This card is awesome. Limited All-Star, Cube All-Star. This card is sweet. You're going to want to have Flood of Tears. Alright, let's go to Bacchetta Punitiva, which probably means like what? Like punitive wand or damaging wand. 3, tap la Bacchetta Punitiva, infligge un danno a un qualsiasi bersaglio. So it deals 1 damage to something? I don't know. Quando la Bacchetta Punitiva viene messa in un cimitero dal campo di battaglia, infligge 5 danni a un qualsiasi bersaglio. So I don't know what qualsiasi bersaglio means, but basically when this goes to the graveyard from the battlefield, it deals 5 damage to something, and I don't know what that is. This is the world's buffest Centaur, and it's a dope card. I'm pretty sure it was a rare at one point. Loaming Shaman. When Loaming Shaman comes into play, target player shuffles any number of target cards from his or her graveyard into his library. Okay, it's sweet art, maybe not the best effect, but a 3/2 for 3 is fine. Or it used to be. Alright, let's click. Maybe we've got it. Punitive Rod. I was close. It deals 1 damage to any target. When it's put into the graveyard, it deals 5 damage to any target. That's pretty sweet. That's some Voldemort shit right there. I like it. Convolute. Counter target spell unless its controller plays 4. Classic. Loyal Pegasus. Can't attack or block alone. It's 2/1 for 1. 2/1 for 1 flying is awesome. Can't attack or block alone can be a problem. Maybe you just play 2 of them and you got 4 in the air. That's pretty sweet. Golos Tireless Pilgrim. I saw this one when I was at work today. Don't tell the boss. I was looking at magic cards. But 5 mana for a 3/5. Not the best. But when it comes to the battlefield, you may search your library for a land card. Put that card on the battlefield tapped and then shuffle your library. Alright. 7 mana, so 2 colorless and 1 of each color. Exile the top 3 cards of your library. You may play them this turn without paying their mana cost. Holy crap, this is a fun card. We're going to see some fun standard decks built around this, even if they're meme decks. They might not be competitive, but this is a fun card. I already want 4 for my binder, and I think it'd be fun to play a commander with it too. Alright, then we got Kalia. Speaking of commanders, she was one of the commanders, I think, from like 2016 maybe. Flying Vigilance. When Kalia Zenith Seeker enters the battlefield, you look at the top 6 cards of your library. You may reveal an angel, a demon, and or a dragon card from among them. Wow, so you can get up to 3 cards off this Kalia. That's pretty cool. And a Flying Vigilance for 3/3, and only costs 3 mana. I could see people playing this as a commander. Also, it's a cleric. Note that. Could be Clerics Matter. Like, get a little, I think it was Invasion or Torment or Odyssey that had clerics. It was like mostly in white-black. Growth Cycle. Yes! I love these types of cards. It gets +3/+3 until end of turn, and gains an additional +2/+2 until end of turn for each card named Growth Cycle in your graveyard. Yes. So this could be good in like Pauper Infect maybe, but really Growth Cycle, it's a lot like the Burst Cycle. So if you ever saw Muscle Burst, it's awesome art, by the way. Oh, what the heck is that? Ew. Ew. No, I'm talking about Muscle Burst. It gets +X/+X until end of turn, where X is 3 plus the number of Muscle Burst cards in all graveyards. You just got this roided out dude just ripping his shirt. Pretty cool. So then we got Growth Cycle. That's the new version of that. Alright, speeding it up. I haven't gone too lightning. I need to get faster. Overgrowth Elemental enters with a 1/1 counter on another target elemental you control. Whenever another creature you control dies, gain 1 life. If it's the elemental, put a 1/1 counter on Overgrowth Elemental. We get it. We care about elementals this set. Boring. It's a pretty good card. Field of the Dead. Field of the Dead enters the battlefield. Tap, add colorless. Whenever Field of the Dead or another land enters the battlefield under your control, I'm interested. If you control 7 or more lands, alright, with different names, nope. Create a 2/2 black zombie creature token. This could be good in Commander. This is for Commander. You're not playing this in Sealed. Barkhide Troll, 2 green for a 2/2, enters the battlefield with a 1/1 counter, so really a 3/3. Remove a 1/1 counter from Barkhide Troll. Barkhide Troll gains hexproof until end of turn. Okay, yeah, this is a good troll. This is maybe a little bit better to play against. I remember playing against some of these trolls that had regeneration, and it felt bad because you could just never kill them. This, you can at least kill them with 2 removal spells. Pulse of Marasa. This is used to be a common because it's in Legacy. Return target creature or land card from a graveyard to its owner's hand. You gain 6 life. I have lost so many games using Pop or Burn against this card that I almost hate to see it. Pacifism. Enchanted creature can't attack or block. Ooh, this is one of my favorite cards back when I first started playing in Prophecy. And it's still a favorite card of mine. And I like the giant art. That's pretty cool. Leyline of Anticipation. If it's in your opening hand, you get on the battlefield, and then you can cast spells as though they had flash. Lets you do a bunch of degenerate combo stuff, but also lets you play creatures whenever you want. Hanged Executioner. 1/1 for 2 and a white, so not that great. But when it enters the battlefield, you get another 1/1 flyer with flying. Okay. So you get 2 1/1 with flying for 2 and a white. Pretty good. Pay 4, exile Hanged Executioner, exile target creature. I think this card is pretty good, so a good playable. Not like super good for a rare, but very good for an uncommon, so that's a good card. Dungeon Geists. 2 blue, 3/3 flying. Creature Spirit. When it enters the battlefield, tap target creature an opponent controls. That creature doesn't untap during its controller's untap step. Okay, there's like a fairy that lets you control cards. Dungeon Geists just let you tap cards. I think is Dungeon Geists also a common at one point? I don't know. Dungeon Geist is pretty good. It's like pseudo removal. If they don't have an answer for it, you get to take out their biggest threat and have a 3/3 flyer. Unchained Berserker. Look at that. Is like the Flash, man. Protection from white. 1/1. Weak. Gets +2/+0 as long as it's attacking. Not so weak. 3/1 with protection from white can be really good if you're playing against white. Legion's End. Exile target creature an opponent controls with mana cost 2 or less, and all other creature that player controls with the same name as that creature. Then that player reveals their hand and exiles all cards with that name from their hand or graveyard. This is a constructed sideboard card. I'm guessing that maybe there's some combo deck that cares about this, but in most regular games and in sealed and in draft, you're not going to want to play this. Whoa, brutal! Bone Splinters. This is really cool art. Good job, Cole Eastburn. As the initial cost to cast this spell, sacrifice a creature, destroy target creature. So you're using a card and your worst creature to get rid of their best creature. Really good in token decks. Season of Growth. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield under your control, scry 1. This is not worth a card. Wolf Rider Saddle, 3 and a green. When it enters the battlefield, create a 2/2 green wolf token, then attach this to it. Enchanted creature gets +1/+1 and can't be blocked by more than one creature. Equip 3. I like this card. It's like a 3/3, and then when the 3/3 dies, you get a little bonus that sticks around. Repeated Reverberation. When you cast an instant spell, cast a sorcery spell, or activate a loyalty ability this turn, copy that spell or ability twice. You may choose new targets for the copies. That's a solid card. That's fun. I don't think it'll be good in Limited, but it'd be good in Commander and stuff. Captivating Gyre. Return up to 3 target creatures to their owner's hand. Whoa, this has a chance at being very good. I mean, you return the 3 best creatures and then you start swinging and you kill their planeswalkers or just deal a bunch of damage and set them back 2 turns. This could be an all-star. I mean, obviously not as good as Flood of Tears, but still pretty darn good. Alright, so that was everything we got on the 18th, and we'll be back tomorrow to see what we got on the 19th. So far, pretty good. I didn't get any more goblins, which is what I live for. I only live for the goblins, but we had some cool other stuff. We have not seen many black cards. We've only gotten 2 today, and I think we had like 3 yesterday or 1 yesterday. Thought Distortion and Disfigure, yeah. So, I think we're going to see some more... Oh, and this stupid Fenlurker. I think we'll see more black soon. Alrighty, well, I hope you had a good one and enjoyed this. We'll be back tomorrow to see if Core Set 2020 is good. It seems like they're just putting a bunch of cards people will want in this set for Commander and for Constructed. So, seems like they really know what they're doing this time. Good job, Matt Wizards. I'm really looking forward to this set. And core sets are usually not the most exciting. M20 is looking pretty darn exciting right now. So, good job. And look forward to seeing the rest of the spoiler season.